Okay, Mark Heath, Mike Bacon here at sunny, beautiful Portman Road. We've just met the new CEO, Mark Ashton. We had a good half-hour chat with him, Mike. Came across very well, I thought.
Yeah, I thought he came across really well. Really positive. Really, the main thing is his enthusiasm to be here. I mean, he really does see it as a real. I think he used the word overwhelming. You know, as how he felt about being the CEO here at Ipswich. I mean, he talked wonderfully well, and he knows about this. He's found out a lot about the history of the club. He talked that a lot and the traditions and how it was almost like a wow, I'm here. You know, I'm sort of I can't believe I'm here. But this is a man who's done great things at other clubs. So it's, you know, he's not sort of a new boy in a new job. I mean, he's done lots of great things at clubs before and big clubs before. But he saw Ipswich Town as I think he used the word massive club and yeah.
Yeah.
Great to see, wasn't it?
Absolutely. He kept turning around and kind of looking at Portman Road, didn't he, as we chatted to him. Clearly very impressed with the setup, the stadium, although he did acknowledge there's some work to be done tidying up the stadium. He said this is our home and it needs to look nice, it needs to be presentable, and we need to be happy here. Obviously the big question everyone wants to know is about recruitment. When are we going to see signings coming in? And he talked in depth about hoping to get that started very quickly. He's had dinner with Paul Cook to identify some targets, talk about that. He talked as well about his kind of in-depth technical recruitment data dashboard he's going to bring with him from Bristol City, which is essentially making sure they identify the right people and getting them in through the door, which he says is his role once the targets have been identified. And he also, Mike, excitingly, I asked him about how big this club could become again. He kept saying we could build something special, and he said there is no limit.
Yeah, he did, and he did very much say that. He pointed out Sheffield United, he pointed out Bournemouth, and I liked the way he pointed out that club up the road, but refused to say the name. But no, so that's great. So yeah, I mean, I think he did say, Premier League is a dream, but it's a dream that could become a reality, you know. And I think I mean, I think they've got a bit of work to do. I don't think there are any illusions. I like the way he actually looked around at the ground and said some work. We need to take pride in our home, I think he said. Yeah. And quite frankly, I think a lot of Ipswich Town fans will agree with me that the stadium has been allowed to be run down a little bit too much, I'm afraid. I know it costs a lot, but it does need a little tidy up. And the pitch as well, he mentioned. Yep. And I know the pitch has been a source of frustration for players. Even players have spoken to us about the pitch over the years, how it sort of degenerates after in winter time. So they're looking at that. Again, he's not all immediately said, didn't he? He didn't say it was all going to be done by the time fans are all back here in August. But he knows what he wants to do.
Absolutely. I think that's the key takeaway, I think, from meeting him for the first time. Would you say, Mike, just how impressed he was with the setup, how passionate he was for the job ahead? And he kept saying, I just can't wait to get started.
Yeah, I think he's experienced at what he does. I think Lee Johnson at Sunderland said he was the best CEO he worked with at Bristol. I mean, he knows what he's doing. He's a top bloke in this role, and he's absolutely going to revel in it. He wants to know more about Ipswich Town. He was saying to us afterwards, wasn't he, sort of off the record? So I want to know more about this club, and I want to tell me about it, because he said I looked at the memorabilia, around and about, and what fantastic history it has. And you can sense there's nothing he'd like more than to be leading them back up the divisions, no doubt whatsoever.
Fingers crossed. So the Mark Ashton era has begun here at Portman Road. We're going to go off and write it all up, so check out later the full transcript of what was discussed here today. Mike has also brought you live updates, so if you want a quick look, you can go and look at that now, and we'll speak to you again next time.